What up YouTube, and welcome back collectors. It's Patrick, also known as Cardboard P, back with another video. Earlier today, I attended the Cherry Hill Card Expo in New Jersey, so I wanted to show off what I picked up and the cards that I purchased on eBay over the past few months. There won't be any packs opened in today's video, but over the next few weeks I have some great videos planned with the release of Journey Together next week. And then my parents will be coming to visit, so we'll be ripping some vintage while they're here. And then my birthday shortly after that, and I have a big opening planned with another vintage pack. So stay tuned for those videos. But in today's video, I wanted to highlight the 11 cards that I picked up over the past few months. The first pickup I wanted to show off is this Deerling illustration rare from Temporal Forces. I picked this up earlier today at the Cherry Hill Card Expo. It was a great event. I had a great time looking at all the cards and seeing what everybody had, and I also got to meet some of my favorite content creators in the Pokemon space, so shout out to Minimal Cards. It was nice to be able to do a deal in person and meet you. So I had a great time at the card show, and this was the first pickup that I had, the Deerling illustration rare. And I'll actually be giving this one to my girlfriend for her collection, but the reason I got it is because it goes with this Sawsbuck that I pulled, so I think this combined artwork is super cool, and I'm a big fan of both these cards with their colors and just some beautiful artwork, so I figured I'd pick that one up and give it to my girlfriend as a gift. And the second card is a one-piece card. This is from OPO3 Pillars of Strength. This is the Portgas D Ace alternate art leader. This is a super cool card. It has some pretty nice texture if I can get it to pick up here, but Ace is probably my favorite character, and I traded all my one-piece cards and picked up this card as well as the next one. Just some cards of characters that I like a little bit more, so I thought this had a great artwork and one of my favorite characters, so I picked this one up. And I also picked up my first Wanted poster. This is also from OPO3 Pillars of Strength, but this is the Monkey D. Luffy Wanted poster. This is the first type of Wanted poster they did. I think these are some super cool cards, and they also have some very cool texture if I can get it to pick up. But very cool card and one of my favorite characters. Just silly guy that's going to be king of the pirates one day, but I thought this was a super neat card, so I traded my Boa Hancock that I pulled as well as some other pulls, and then picked up both of these, and I thought these were great cards to add to my collection, so these will be going into my grading pile. And then moving on to graded cards, we have the first one here, which is from Platinum Base Set, and it's the Hollow Blaziken. This is illustrated by Kusahima, who is a great artist. I really like the dynamic poses that they give the Pokemon, and they have a very cool art style, but I think this is a pretty cool card. It has a pretty nice hollow pattern. Unfortunately, no swirls, but one of my favorite Pokemon, Blaziken, so I figured I'd pick up the Mint 9 of this hollow, as I'm trying to complete a collection where I have at least one card from every era, and then one card from every Wizards of the Coast set, so this is from the Platinum era, and this checked off a box for my collection, and I thought it was a very cool card by one of my favorite artists, so I was happy to add this one to the collection. And the next card we have here is from XY Generations. This is the Pikachu from the Radiant collection in a Mint 9. This card is illustrated by Kagumaro Humeno, who has some great artworks in the Pokemon card. They've been making cards since Vintage, and I just thought this was a very cute card. I like how they're all kind of smushing into the card. Looks like they're trying to escape the slab, but I love this card. I think it's a very cute Pikachu card. I was looking through my collection and realized that I didn't have too many Pikachu cards in my collection, so I figured I'd pick this one up and add it to the collection. I thought it was very cute and a cool card by another very great artist, Kagumaro Humeno. So I added that one to the collection. And then another very cute Pikachu we have is from the Legendary Treasures Radiant collection. This is also in a Mint 9, and this one is illustrated by Atsuko Nishida. And the cool thing about them is she's the one who actually created Pikachu. They were the one who designed the character, and I really like their cards and their art style. They use a lot of soft colors and airbrush techniques and style, but this is a very sparkly card. I think these Radiant Collection cards are super cool, and this Pikachu is super cute, so I wanted to add this one to the collection. My girlfriend's a big fan of this one, but very nice colors and a super cool Pikachu slab. And the next card we have here is another Nishida artwork, this time from Diamond and Pearl Majestic Dawn. This is the Glaceon Holo in a mint 9. And this card in particular, I think, really shows off their art style with that airbrush technique and just the way that Glaceon blends into the background. Now, Glaceon's not my favorite evolution, but I think this is the best artwork that they've put out of Glaceon. I just think this card is beautiful, and I really like that airbrush style with all of the light and muted colors. I just think this is a beautiful card, and they're a very talented artist, so I want to add some more Nishida artworks into my collection. So I thought this card had a beautiful holo pattern and my favorite artwork of Glaceon, and then this marked off a holo from the Diamond and Pearl era, so I was happy to add this one to my collection as well. And the next card we have here is a more modern card. This is the Arceus V alternate art from Brilliant Stars in a mint 9. And this checked off the alternate art from Brilliant Stars, so I now own an alternate art from every Sword and Shield set. So I was happy to check that off my collection. And then the next pickup I have also shows off another Sword and Shield era, so I pretty much have every alternate art that I really, really want from that era of cards. So it was very nice to kind of close the pages on that chapter of collecting, as I have a lot of nostalgia from the Sword and Shield era of cards, but this is just a beautiful card, some very nice texture. And Arceus, the god of the Pokemon world, just a beautiful card. I think this is pretty undervalued, and I figured I'd pick it up in a mint 9. And then another pickup, this one I picked up today at the Cherry Hill Card Expo, but this is another one of my favorite alternate arts from the Sword and Shield era. This is the Galarian Moltres V from Chilling Reign, and this got the Gem Mint 9.5, but this is an old label, so I'll be sending this into CGC along with some of my other slabs that are either scratched up or have the old label, but this will get changed to a Gem Mint 10. So the person that I bought this from didn't know that, so I got a very good deal on this. But one of my favorite alternate arts from one of my favorite Sword and Shield sets, the Galarian Moltres V. This is just a beautiful card, and this was the last card that I needed, the last alternate art that I really wanted from the Sword and Shield era, and I'm very happy that I was able to pick it up today. And that kind of closed the chapter on that part of my collection, so I now am done collecting the Sword and Shield era, and I'm moving on to Scarlet and Violet, where I'm missing special illustration rares from only 2 of the sets now, but with Dirty Together coming out, I'll be searching for a special illustration rare from that set. But just a beautiful card. I think this artwork is cool, and once again, the texture on it, on the moon, just an incredible card. Very happy that I finally own this, and another great card to add to the collection. And the next card we have here is the Gyarados Delta Species from EX Holland Phantoms in a mint 9. This is another Kusahima artwork, like the Blaziken we had, but this is my favorite artwork that they've ever done and one of my favorite EX era cards. This is a Grail to me. I just think that Gyarados is a super cool Pokemon, one of my favorites, and the colors on this card and the fact that this cool water type Pokemon is now an electric type is just so sick, and I really like that the Pokemon itself is hollow on this card. But a very cool card. I don't care too much about the stamps on the reverse holo. I'm happy with the holo versions just because I think the artwork alone garners the value for these cards. This is just a beautiful card. I really like the colors on this one as well as the pose, and I just think the dark outlines and the shadows on this card are just beautiful. So I'd been hunting for this card in a good grade and a clean copy for a decent while, and I was happy that I was finally able to pick it up on eBay, and one of my favorite cards from the EX era, and just a beautiful artwork by Kusahima, one of my favorite artists in the Pokemon hobby. And the final pickup is my favorite. It is the Suicune EX from EX Team Magma versus Team Aqua in a mint 9. This card is illustrated by Ryu Yuta. I probably butchered his name, but they are one of the artists that had a ton of cards in the EX era, and this one is my favorite card from the EX era, and it has a beautiful swirl coming out of the mouth, and I just love the colors on this card, and that 3D graphic with the water reflections. I just think this is a perfect card, and I really think it shows off their art style with the 3D kind of computer-generated cards in this era. But I love these EX eras with the hollow borders and the e-reader. There's also kind of a half swirl down at the bottom. But this was my favorite pickup, one of my grails that I've been hunting for quite a while. Pretty expensive card, and the most expensive card that I picked up in a while, but when I saw that swirl, I couldn't not buy it. Just a beautiful card, and I'm very happy that I was able to add this one to the collection and knock another grail off my list. So I just wanted to show off all of my recent pickups. A little bit of a shorter video, but I wanted to show off everything that I've been buying in the past few months, as it's been very hard for me to find product in stores to rip. But like I said, I have some great openings coming up with my parents visiting for a vintage pack, my birthday, where I'm planning to open quite a few packs, as well as Journey Together, which I was able to pre-order 2 of the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs. So I'll be opening those up and hunting for a special illustration rare from that set. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to let me know in the comments which of these pickups is your favorite, and subscribe if you want to see more content. And I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.